KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
It is time for the KRBE Rodeo Sounder.
Yay! This is what you need to be listening for between the hours of 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. And anytime commercial songs while we're talking, you might hear this sounder, and that's when you know to call 713-390-KRBE to win Rodeo Houston tickets. Not right now. We're just going to let you know what it sounds like. Not right now.
It has to be 9 o'clock anyway. So
Yeah, it has to be
9 to
9
7. Here's what you're listening for. Nothing. Just kidding. I don't know where
it's
it is.
a mime.
What happened?
It's the sound of silence.
It is the sound of silence.
You can't hear it, can
When you
you?
just hear dead
No.
air, that's when you know to call us.
These are the things that we have
No, we're having
nightmares
a
about
glitch
as
problem.
DJs.
Yeah, but at least we can talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold
Unless
on.
your
Let me
voice
try it
fell off.
again.
Oh,
That's weird. All right.
is it not playing?
Plan B.
Here's
Yeah,
something
it's not.
fun. I was about to open a text to the rodeo
Sorry, guys.
people,
Hold on a second.
and my text that opened on my voice thing just recorded every single word we just said.
Don't you hate that when you put
And it's
that?
about to send it right to the rodeo committee. It's like, oh,
Have
here's
you-
the sounder that we can't
Voice
hear.
to
When's
text?
the last time you ever just text?
I know.
Oh, I do text, but a lot of times I have to just do it
Rarely,
voice.
because your voice to text
Oh, it's
misspells
terrible.
words so bad.
Oh, it's terrible. It's like translate Roula.
I'm like, yeah.
What is
I'm
Roula
like,
trying
what
to
does she
text?
really
New
mean?
game show.
Let's try it again.
Okay, here we go.
Check Dragon's hair.
Gosh, yes, that's what you
He's
waited
holding
for.
a note at the end
Did you
about
say
the
Chuck
time.
Wagons
I
here?
thought it said
Yeah.
Texas
Or-
Rangers or
Here.
something.
Say it again.
Here,
One more
here
time.
it is.
Right here. Check Dragon's
I think that bell is like only dogs and infants can hear
I know.
certain noises.
That
It's
sounds like a triangle. You know, you see the old
Yeah, yeah,
Western.
it's like cookie.
Hey, Cookie.
Yeah.
Is the food ready?
Right.
Oh,
So
it's always
Chuck Wagons
cookie.
here.
They even have cookies back
Well,
then.
they call him because
No,
he's
he's
a
like
cook.
the cook.
He's like, hey, Cookie.
Yeah, but do they have
what's
cookies,
the,
though?
What's the slash
I
to
don't
make?
really
Yes,
recall.
you can make in the.
For DQA, I want to know that. What did
Yeah.
You can make a cookie.
skillet cookie?
Yeah,
You
were
can
they-
do a skillet chocolate chip cookie. Remember Moe's Steakhouse used to do that with that giant
Oh, yeah.
scoop of ice cream on top?
Okay,
and
but
some other
he's
restaurant
talking
does
about
it.
like, you know, there's
Can you
old
get like a-
cookie out in the desert, you know.
Making cookies.
Oh, I got some Oreos for you. No.
So when you hear that sounder, you know it's time to call for rodeo tickets between the hours of 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. Rodeo Houston. So much fun. All right, now, let's go. Set up. Or take my jacket off and not mess it up.
Yeah.
Because yesterday I tried during the rapid fire quiz. I was so mad. I was like, I'm ready for battle. I'm taking off my.
It was like watching
and I got
somebody.
tangled in this mic and my.
You remember the
headphone
movie
cord.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where John Candy's trying to take his jacket off while he's driving? One hand stuck behind the seat cushion, and the other hand gets stuck, and you're like, oh, how do I get this thing off?
That was a mess. See, she's not good at it.
She's
trying to
not
get-
good at it. You just dropped half the things out of your
Oh
pockets.
my God.
She's terrible at that.
And now your hair is all staticky.
Oh, yeah.
It's
wow.
real
That's okay. I got
static.
my cowboy hat.
It's real.
I'll put my hat on later.
Hey,
Can't wear my
here's a-
cowboy hat
Shock
with
Eric.
his headphones.
I bet you could shock him.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
See?
That was, oh my
Rolla
God.
just shocked Eric.
Your hair
Let me try
is
and shock
like...
you.
No,
Kevin.
don't you
No, I don't
carry
think
on.
it.
All right.
If we held hands and you did that, would he get shot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's try that.
Here,
I think
play
you've
this
already...
real quick.
No, I think you already
Rub your feet on the
Yeah.
carpet. There
Oh,
we
is that
go.
how you get rid of the shock?
I don't know. Oh, gosh, I'm nervous.
Breakdancing.
I'm nervous, and I'm not even getting shocked.
Okay. Before we get into the story, let me make this program note about what this story. It's not just this brand. When we were in Vegas for Eric's birthday, me, his wife, and two of her friends went into one of the fancy shops to see like what. Yeah, there's all these fancy shops. We go, let's see what they've got in here and how much stuff costs. I'm just curious. Balenciaga is the brand your wife picked to go look at stuff. We're like, It was an empty store. Some of these places have lines, man.
What's it
Yeah.
called?
Balenciaga is a
Balenciaga.
brand, and
I've
you
heard
know,
of that one. I don't know what it is, but
Lizzo
I don't know what that
sings
is.
about it.
It's a brand.
And there was nobody in there except us. Mm-hmm. They had these tennis shoes that look like what my kids' tennis shoes look like after field day in 5th grade.
Oh, distressed. Yeah.
Totally muddy, disgusting,
Yeah,
nasty
yeah, I've
tennis
seen
shoes.
those.
And
That's
they were
very
like
popular.
$2,000.
Oh, yeah.
And I just was so I wanted to put so much stank in that store. I was so snarky, but I tried to just hide my face like, I cannot with this. This is the stupidest ish I've ever seen. So, we just leave.
That's
we go
been
next
around
door.
for a couple of years,
But
paying for
now-
the
Yeah,
distressed
now
tennis
people
shoes.
are, buying stupid
What Rula's
stuff.
about to talk about, I guarantee Special K will be doing this.
Slave to fashion.
Within the next 3 months, 2 months. When are you going to be back on Fox 26?
As soon as Masked Singer starts,
Okay.
I'll be back
I
over there.
guarantee
He's
this is what
wearing
he'll be
it on
doing. 'cause I saw
TV.
the store name.
And
I'm like,
Kevin,
I
do
think
you
Kevin
shop
goes
at
to
Zara?
I love
See?
Zara.
I know.
Zara.
Kevin, this is going to be you.
The guy
I
that
just
owns that.
wore something to the wedding in Mexico from Zara.
The guy that owns that's one of the
Well,
richest men on the planet.
trust me,
if
I know
you
he
want
was
to
at
be
one time.
cool, you got to act like you just don't care.
Yeah.
And Zara now is selling jeans with the wrinkle effect.
Oh my gosh.
What's the wrinkle effect?
Oh, yeah, where it's been balled up in the wash.
It's been balled up and just sitting in
he
the corner
knows.
of your room.
He's buying it already.
And that's what they're supposed to look like.
So
Yeah,
not
it's
And they
distressed, but
cost
wrinkly.
$70. And some of them are already sold out on Zara's website. The Wrinkle Effect jeans.
looks like.
Hey, man, I'll take my own jeans and take them out of the dryer before they're totally dry, make it a little damp,
Yeah.
ball those up and shove them in a corner.
every
It's
husband,
70.
every husband out there is cool now.
It's now
Yeah.
cool.
These look awful.
And you know
Yours,
what?
it's a-
It's like,
This is a hard no.
you know when you get a perm and they put a chemical in it and it holds your hair like that? These must be specially treated to hold that kind of wrinkle in them because they'll always have that wrinkle.
Right.
So we're
I'm
on a
not-
quest to make ourselves look uglier.
This is terrible.
It is bad.
Also, I'm not so much into the baggy clothes as much. You know, I fortunately got to experience that in the 90s.
Yeah.
And so I'm not feeling this
You
whole
like form
You
fitting.
know what happened?
Yeah.
We did a convention in L.A. Remember that years ago?
Yeah.
And
Radio
my
convention.
jeans were wrinkly, so I had the hotel iron them.
You had them iron your jeans?
Like I took
Wait,
them.
the hotel will iron them?
Well, I took them to whatever the place.
The laundry?
Laundry
Yeah,
they
laundry
do.
dry.
And I
Okay.
said, could you make
Press
you
these.
Press them.
Uh-huh.
And I got them back, and they did the country press with that line.
yeah, like the
you had a
Wranglers?
crease.
Oh, God.
Cowboy press.
I was like
Did you catch hell?
mortified. I spent 20 minutes trying to iron that
Get the
out.
crease out.
Hey, with your iron in your hotel room?
Oh, no, they steam that
After
in.
you paid them to press it.
That was awful.
That's not going to give you the same effect.
I'm like, what the
You
hell is
couldn't
this?
take it back and say, can you press them the other way?
I've
was
never
freaking
ironed
out.
jeans in my life.
No, I don't.
These wrinkle effect
No.
are too much. Like if you Google image this later, whenever you get to where you're going, if you want to see them, they're really bad. They're really
Oh,
bad.
now I'm looking at bathing
It looks like a
suits.
crumpled piece of
Hold
paper.
on. I'm
They've
going
turned
back.
the
Hold on.
jeans into a crumpled piece of denim. And looks really bad. But $70 at Zara. Some of the sizes are already sold out. And technically, Kev, they're women's jeans only.
These
They
are
don't
awful.
have
Oh, you're wearing
unisex
ladies'
men's
jeans? It's like the episode
Is
of
the
The
button on the
Office.
wrong side?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, do you guys have the
think
button
so.
on the same side as us for jeans?
Yeah. Like our
The
button.
button should be on
don't
the
know.
left.
Where's your button?
No, on the right. It's on the
My
right.
button's
on
on
the
my
right.
left.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So they're button.
Yeah.
Wait.
You're right.
Yeah.
Here, look at your jeans.
I'm
Buttons
wearing
on the
jogging
right.
pants today.
I know my little brother, he tried on a pair of women's jeans and he likes
Right?
them.
Yeah, the
The
men's.
button's on
the buttons on the right.
and the hole's on the left.
Yes.
Buttons on the right. Hold on.
Okay, on the right, yeah.
Yeah, and the girls
Oh,
are on the
man.
Oh
left.
my gosh, these pants are Zara.
But $70 is a lot for Zara jeans.
Well, the ones
They
that
don't
look like they're
charge-
so wrinkled, they're
Zara's
terrible.
known for its cheap prices.
And please, somebody text me. I know that we've got people from all walks of life listening to the Roula and Ryan show because I know I will never forget listener Paul, who grew up on River Oaks Boulevard with his 11 bathrooms. Listener Paul, in your world, is Balenciaga's $2,000 dirty tennis shoes something that y'all run with? I mean, who buys that?
My wife bought those.
Why
They're
do you buy
stylish.
that?
What's the one with the star on it?
They're so bad. That's
Oh,
Golden
yeah,
Goose.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
different.
My wife has
Golden
a pair of
Goose don't
those.
look as distressed as these Balenciagas, y'all. They
Not
look
Converse.
like legit, like field day. 5th grade field day in the mud. That's what they looked like. And they were terrible. And I'm just looking at these guys trying to have a straight face like, you get the hell out of here with this. I
At
gotta
what
leave
age
this
should
store.
a guy not wear jeans that are ripped? Ahmad, what would you say? Since you're 24.
I don't know because I'm still wearing them.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I mean, it's cool for you, but say you
I
saw a
would
guy
say-
that's like 46 years old.
Okay, a guy that's 46, I would be okay with like a couple of rips, not like the rips like mine that are
No,
like
yours
from
are super
thigh to
distressed.
You
like
gotta be careful.
yeah.
Man. You gotta wear some extra shorts there.
Yeah.
some underwear. No, I don't. Just kidding.
Look,
But yeah, I'd say 40 is the cutoff.
40 is the cutoff for
and there are
ripped jeans.
more
For men and women or
stylish.
just men?
It depends, man, because my ripped is like, I'm more like grungy, like skater boy type rip. There's like a tasteful ripped jean that's like a slit at the knee.
How about a hat
and, like-
backwards, baseball cap?
a hat backwards. You need to give that up by 30.
Oh, I think so.
How about the straight
No.
bill? How about the straight
The
bill?
straight bill.
Like,
you
I-
should
I
not be
would-
wearing that
I have
over
one
30.
hat with the straight bill. I'm like, I just can't pull it off.
No.
My whole life, I grew up with it. Like,
You got to fold it.
A snapback. I don't know. I get in trouble when I talk about age on here, but I say like 40. 40. Yeah. I mean,
I was thinking like 30.
you guys always talk about that one guy with the.
oh yeah,
I ain't gonna say his name. But yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say? A snapback?
where it's like it's a flat
flat,
bill.
flat.
The bill's flat.
Oh, is
bill.
there's an age for that?
It should be.
Well, yeah,
I just thought that's the kind of
think you're
hat you
fine.
buy.
Could you
Yeah,
imagine
this
me
is the
coming in
style.
with that
It's the
hat on?
style.
You
It's
guys
fine.
would laugh your butts off if I wore that hat.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, because it's not your style,
No,
though.
it's not my style.
Right, so that's
Right.
why it would look funny.
Yeah. By the way, those tennis shoes.
Over
they
30
are,
white guys can't pull it off. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, my gosh. You're saying that.
Oh no, you're saying that, Eric.
Oh, I'll say it. Bun B pulls it off. He looks
Yeah.
great. I pull that off. I look like an idiot.
Well, that's because that's his style.
Golden goose. That is those.
That's what I said.
You look bussin'.
They just don't look as dirty as
That's what my brothers will say. You look bussin'. Like,
Cut
you
his
sound
mic, Sam.
stupid saying
Cut
that.
his mic. Cut his mic.
Your brother says bussin'.
Bussin'. I'm like, no. That's why I'm like, no, it's off the chain, man.
No, when I started using my kids'
Say
terms,
less.
they looked at me like I was an alien. They go, "Why are you talking like us?" And I'm like, "What's the deal? I'm just drippy. This is drippy."
We should make that trend.
You're crusty.
Every parent should do that. That's listening. Do that
I'm
tonight.
telling you
Record
guys,
yourself. Like,
my
video.
kids' eyes bugged out of their heads when I picked up from school. I was like, it's busting this drippy fit.
Oh, no.
And they're like, "Why are you talking like us?" I don't even know what I'm saying.
And then,
It's a
like,
different
20
language.
years from now, like, when they're all adults, and they'll look back and they're like, oh, man, we said some dumb stuff.
The best is when, because Sam's what? How old are you? 31 now? 32.
32.
And then a model say things and make fun of her for. And she's like, wait a minute, I'm only 32. Like, see, it's happening.
It creeps up on you quick.
All of a sudden,
yeah.
the 20s,
I'm old
they start
now.
making fun of you.
You're not old. You just living life.
I'm old now.
I
Now
saw
you're not old.
I
I'm
saw a
ancient.
45-year-old guy with an affliction shirt in the Hobby Airport the other day.
Ryan, what were you
And
doing?
I didn't know. I didn't even know they still
Stop.
sold those, unless he
Those
still
are
has
back.
it.
Those are back in
No,
style.
please tell me they're not back.
Those and True Religion jeans. Like people
No.
are rocking.
You might as well just wear
Yeah.
a shirt that says douchebag.
Tom
With their
Hardy.
dirty Balenciaga tennis shoes
Yeah,
for
Tom
$1,400.
Hardy. That's like vintage now. The hats are going for like $60.
Well, that is
my
20
God.
years
Oh,
old.
gosh.
That is 20 years old. Was that 2000? That's 24 years old, right? It wasn't like 2000, 2003 ish.
Oh my gosh, Booster, if you're
All that Ed
listening,
Hardy
find our
stuff?
Tom Hardy belts that
Oh
we
my
stashed
God.
away.
How about shorts for the summertime? Are they going shorter? Are we staying the same for a few more years?
Oh,
It's
there's
like NBA
Are
shorts of
longer
the
now?
70s
They were
and 80s?
baggy.
Yes,
or is it
baggy.
the NBA shorts of the 90s?
No, it's all
ugly.
baggy. Everything's
the
baggy
80s.
now.
Oh, it's baggy again?
Yeah, everything's baggy again.
Okay, let's move on to Dumb Question Amnesty. Today is the last day of the month. Happy birthday, leap year babies. You're known as a leapling. Did you know that?
Leaplings.
It is your special day because it's your actual birthday today, Thursday, February 29th. And that means since it's the last day of the month, we open up the phone lines to you at 713-390-KRBE. You ask us a question you don't have the answer to. If
Or-
we don't know it, we'll find the answer for
It
you.
could
Or
be a
someone will call in
question.
and tell us the
Yeah,
answer.
that's the best one. Listeners know that
Right.
Yeah, it could be a question about anything. It could be a question about the show.
Sure.
Could ask anything.
about us.
713-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
KRBE.
Now, time for Roula and Ryan's Dumb Question Amnesty.
Ah, yes. And no.
I never liked this song.
No.
Play it real quick.
Yeah, what is it? Feels like almost like a tropical vibe.
That is a
It's super
royalty-free.
Yeah.
But we've had this
Sound.
It's
forever.
not even tropical.
Yes.
It's like...
They won.
Feels like I'm in Jamaica or something.
I feel like I'm on a boat, like in water.
Hey,
I feel like I'm in a game show.
all right.
It's like a game show. Like, you have 5 seconds.
It's called Bunkers.
Yeah,
Probably
Bunkers.
I have
Bamboozle
9
bunkers.
minutes of this.
All
There's
right.
9
Is-
minutes
is
of
it
this.
9 minutes?
turn it
I'm going to
down
keep
a
it this
little
loud
bit, please.
the whole entire
Please.
time.
713-390-KRVE is where you call us to ask us a question you don't have an answer
thing
to. And if we don't know the answer, we will tell you. We'll find an answer. Last hour, one of the questions we were trying to answer, somebody else called to give us the real answer, which we really
great.
enjoyed that.
That's
It was
what's
cool.
great about this show. The listeners are
Mr.
the biggest
Cervantes
stars.
and Nurse Heather.
And the smartest.
And they are
Oh,
smart.
by far.
Okay, Angela, you're up first for Dumb Question Amnesty. Good morning. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Okay, what's your question?
My question is, how come I never hear y'all cough or sneeze, or what happens when you do have to cough or sneeze?
Wow, I'm very proud that you've never
I've
heard
heard a
us do
few.
that because sometimes we have like gotten choked up. And
Of course, Ryan has. Ryan's a cough chamber. That's why we can't do it. Ryan will yell at us.
I'll hit the cough
Ryan's an all shamer.
Yeah.
Shames bathroom, shames sickness, shames
None
cough.
of us
That's
can,
right. I'm
none of us
horrible.
drinking.
Mine does the
We
worst.
can't pee, poop, or cough in this
Yeah,
place
cannot.
without Ryan making
Cannot.
fun of us.
So that's why we don't do it. No, just
Yeah.
kidding. No, but for real, Angela, there is the technology is fantastic in 2024, and when we rebuilt, so actually even in the 80s they had this button, the cough.
They've always
button.
had the cough
It's called
button.
the cough button in radio, but in 2024, like right now, what I'm looking at, we have a cough button and a talk button, so we can talk inside.
But you've accidentally coughed into the talk button
Yeah.
before you coughed in Sam's ear.
So the cough button is what you
yeah.
press if you feel like you need to clear your throat or cough or sneeze, and hopefully the other mics don't catch it. Traditionally, throughout the day, there's only 1 or 2 people in here, but for our ensemble show, there's 5 or 6 or 7 of us. So one of these other mics might catch a little bit of a cough,
You can't really- can't
but you
hear
can
it.
barely
Nah.
hear it. You hit the cough button. Look, I'm going to start talking. I'm going to do the ABCs, and I'll hit the cough button so you'll know how
Do
the
it.
cough button works. A, B, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Yeah, so it
Q,
mutes
R,
us.
S. So like that. And then the talk button only talks to Sam's headphones, but sometimes I hit that by mistake. And then I'm talking to myself, to her, just, I'm
Poor
coughing.
Sam.
She's getting my cough in her ears.
Stop it. I can
There's
hear
a
it.
lot of buttons in the studio.
And when we
Yeah,
built
or
it, I
we
wanted
can
those.
just turn our mics off.
Yeah, I wanted to build it so we could talk to each other.
To each other.
Ah,
I worked at the show
suckers.
in,
You can only
in
talk
Dallas,
to me.
so you could say, "Hey, Ryan, play that sound
Hey,
effect." or
find
something.
that. Yeah.
Or do
Oh,
that.
and Angela,
We can't.
here's another little fun fact of behind the scenes, which I'll never see because it's radio, not television. But we do have a lot of digital video that's always going on our socials. When we so geniusly decided we were going to help put our 2 cents into the new build of the KRBE studios, the engineers came in here and asked us, how do we want this countertop to look? And we're like, yeah, that's going to be cool. Let's make it kind of round so we can kind of all see each other. Awesome. But like when you build a house and they're asking you how big you want your closet, you've got to give at least 24 inches for the clothes so you know how much actual space you have. When we built this counter, we
For
did
the
not have
setbacks?
chairs in here.
Yeah.
And we all stood at this counter like a whole bunch of hee-haws.
Feels
And we
good.
go, this is great. And then the chairs came in and I can't get past Eric.
We're always like this.
I'm
We're like,
It's a snug fit in the studio.
What? Am I being violated? No, I'm just trying to get past Eric to go to the bathroom. So, a little fun facts you can notice on our KRBE
yeah, go to YouTube channel. Has a lot of
videos
great
and all that.
videos.
Thanks for asking the question, Angela. Dumb question, Amos. You got more than you bargained for there. All right.
You asked some time, we built you a clock.
So what
Yes,
we
we
do?
did. Okay, let's go
See, I told Ryan to
to.
play that.
You did?
Yes,
That
he told them in the
Through
little secret.
psychokinetic abilities.
Okay, Rob is on the line.
Hey, Rob.
713-390 KRBE. Hi, it's Dumb Question Amos. Rob, what's your question?
All right, it's a dumb question, I know, but it's the use of the word troop or troops. Quite often in the news, you'll hear them say, for example, like 200 troops were killed and 300 were injured. I thought a troop was more than one person. And you're using it in a context like it's individual, and it's driving me nuts. And it's over and over. It's not just one time.
Good point.
That is
a troop is.
Somebody with a military background would know. What's a troop?
A troop is a squad or team of soldiers.
Yes, but that's true, though, what Rob is saying. They say 15 troops. Like you're a troop.
Or
But you
paratroopers.
should be a trooper in a troop, right? Because a troop is
Troop
a
would be
mass of
correct,
people.
But a troop is more than one.
Right. They should say troopers. Shouldn't they say 15 troopers?
This is not an isolated thing. It's over and over. Even today on the news, it said 300 troops were killed and 200 were injured. Well, obviously, if they're saying 200 were injured, they're not referring to an entire troop.
Can you do me a favor,
So they're
Rob?
talking about
Can you just,
individuals.
for me, can you just say, you stupid sucker, you?
Yeah, say that for us.
You stupid sucker, you.
Because we have a sound effect and it kind of sounds like your voice.
It's a Joe Pesci knockoff.
It's a Joe Pesci
Well, I'm from New
voiceover.
York, but I've been here for 45 years, but I am from New York.
Nice.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I can
You
hear
sound
it.
you could be a Joe Pesci
Are you a fan of
voiceover.
any Houston teams? You've been here this long? Or is this
No, I'm
always,
really not.
always bleed, bleed New York?
No.
45 years and still, I mean, assuming you're a Yankee fan or a Met fan or a Giants fan,
Well,
Jets.
I'm honestly not much into that sports, so no, I
Okay.
can't say no.
All right. So just not sports guy at all.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay,
I always wondered that.
I think
I'm
I've got
okay with
you.
that.
I've got you a standard answer here. Troop, singular, means a group. It can refer to a group of soldiers. Troops, plural, in the military sense, refers to members of armed forces collectively as a number, like in individuals. If they said 5,000 troops, that means 5,000 soldiers in that.
Right.
In the troop.
And that's
Yeah.
how we take it. But it's funny because Rob brings up
Makes a
the
good point.
semantics of that word. You're like, oh,
I
yeah,
bet it
you're
drives
right.
them nuts. Like English majors and that.
It's just bad grammar.
Police.
Yeah.
They're like stuff that just drives them nuts. They hear
and it really, that's because the broadcasters did that. They just started saying it that way.
Is that true?
Yeah. Well, according to this Grammarphobia website that I'm on right now.
Grammarphobia.
There's a
Grammar-
word they call
it's
grammarphobia, things I
Grammarphobia is
didn't
the
know
name of
until
it.
today.
Yeah.
Grammarphobia. Okay, Rob, thanks for listening to the show. We really appreciate you. Okay, Nadia's up next, 713-390 KRB, but it's very loud where Nadia
Uh-oh.
is. Nadia, you can hear us? I don't know if I
Are
can
you
hear
okay?
you.
Are you live from
Yes, I can
wind
hear
tunnel?
Do you need the Coast Guard?
Yeah.
Does the Coast Guard need to rescue you from the storm?
Sounds really bad
In
out
the
there.
boat? Okay.
Can you hear me?
We
Yeah.
can.
What's your
Kinda.
question?
My question is, who names the streets in Houston?
Well, it depends on which streets because some of them are really old and they're named after families like McKinney.
Yeah.
And
But say you're building the new properties out somewhere far past Katy, way out there.
like in
And they want to
Fulshire,
come up
past
with new
Fulshire.
streets. How do they do that?
Yeah, how do they actually name streets?
I believe the developer gets to pick that because from what I read about Sharpstown is that Mr. Sharp let his kids pick out the names of the streets that.
Oh, really?
It was like Eeny Meeny, and there's a weird little.
Well, they've got all these random names over there. They really do have a lot.
They do have a lot of
Random
names.
names.
Yes. So who knows where I read that from? But I've been looking into Sharpstown.
You can actually go on HoustonTX.gov if you want a street name change. You can fill out a form and actually have them. Because a lot of these old...
I would have changed Roula's old address.
Well, some of these old street names are not very PC now.
Oh, yeah. The Dirty Cup.
Yeah.
I used to live on the Dirty Cup.
I'm on HoustonTexasGov.org, and you can actually file to name a street.
But, okay, the one thing I do remember to Eric's point about building new neighborhoods, since I was raised by Oprah, I remember years ago Oprah had Habitat for Humanity.
Was she a harsh
thing.
mom or what?
I was raised by Oprah because I would watch her every day for school.
Or?
And she came to Houston. It was a huge deal. And she built Angel Lane. She built all these houses and gave these free houses away to Houstonians. And they called it Angel Lane. It was Oprah's Angel Network. That was like the theme for that season, or for a couple seasons it ran. And they built Angel Lane. So she got to name it Angel Lane because that's what it was. So obviously with new towns, you can file stuff. If you look at Westheimer, that actually was a farm to market road. So it's FM 1093 if you see the signs when you get past Highway 6 and stuff. Yep. And Westheimer is actually a German based name, but I don't know who it's after. I have to look up the origin of Westheimer. But all that kind of stuff came from family names or politicians' names, things like that. And I think that with the newer it is, to y'all's point, you just kind of go with whatever they feel like naming it. That's what the best we got, Nadia. Anybody else? Maybe with the city of Houston.
I just want to know
text
where.
Me 37530.
Where's Drury Lane? Because I want to find the Muffin Man.
Wait, what?
Have you seen that from Shrek 2?
Oh yeah.
Do you know Muffin Man? Yeah, he's up on Drury Lane.
It was on E the other night.
Shrek 2?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It was the 20th anniversary.
Y'all, Shrek 2. Have you all seen it? You really would enjoy it.
I haven't seen it in
I just
20
don't remember
years.
that line. I just remember him stealing his gumdrops.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
That's probably he was
Donkey!
getting tortured.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Don't take my gumdrops.
Oh, yeah.
As he's laying on the
Was that in
the
Shrek
plate.
2 or Shrek 1?
I thought that was one.
I think it was one, wasn't it?
Because
Because then
in
he
Shrek
gets
2
to mirror to see the girl, like which princess that he wants.
Because in Shrek 2, they turn him into a giant gingerbread man, and then they have the hot foam of the Frappuccino, of the Starbucks cappuccino. If they dump it on him to like destroy him because the gingerbread in the hot milk.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Breaks down.
I found your Westheimer answer. It was Mitchell Louis Westheimer. He was a miller in Germany. He came to America and he worked grains, and that's how we have Westheimer.
I just realized
the
that's why
road.
people's last names are Miller. Because of
They
that.
were
They were
millers.
milling things?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
they
they
were.
were.
That's what I feel.
And actually, and that's for every country. That's for every country, Eric, because in the
Goldsmiths, my uncle
Ericsson
Goldsmith.
is the son of Eric. That was a Nordic name.
Yeah.
Ericsson is Eric's son.
Yeah, Leif Erikson.
Exactly. And even my parents growing up, they would say these random names if they were Greek friends. And I go, well, how do you get that name? They go, oh, because they moved to Brooklyn, so they called him Brookly. He moved to Brooklyn. He immigrated to Brooklyn, and now his name was Brookly.
His last name?
Yes, Brookly.
And he liked broccoli.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what it sounds like. It's kind of funny. Anyway, y'all go to the listener line. If there's maybe something, even though we can't answer it right now live, it gives us something to think about. Or you want to hold on until next month, you'll
Someone
forget.
said the Muffin Man is based on a murderer.
Really?
I'll be checking that out during the
Hold
break.
on, I gotta
Yeah, I got to find out
next.
the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man?
Coming up next in
He
Scoop.
lives in Drury Lane.
Was the Muffin Man
Kill
a
people.
terrorizer and a murderer?
We made it into like a kids thing.
These will be answered
Well, look,
next.
think about Ring Around the Rosies. That's a pretty dark song.
I don't know that either. Are we going to ruin all fables
I
now?
wouldn't go down
that's
that.
a
That's
really
one.
dark song that kids would sing.
Okay, I don't
Yeah,
need to
maybe-
ruin anything
maybe
else.
we don't
that's
need that
joyful.
on-
Oh, yeah, it's about
Everybody
ashes.
does something
Ashes,
fun.
ashes, we all fall down.
It's got to be a funeral?
It can't be good.
It's about
It's
death.
not good.
Yeah.
Now you're going to make me
What
believe
about Red
that.
Rover?
Not red rum. Red rum, red rum.
Duck, duck, goose.
Rula never liked Red Rover. Rula's going to tell a Red Rover story when we come back.
Eric's favorite Red Rover story of
I'll
mine
laugh.
was a child.
Red rum.
Rula's Red Rover story. If you don't know that game, she'll tell you what that game, how you play it.
Oh, gosh. Next on the Rula and Ryan Show.
Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Okay, we're following up on Dumb Question Amnesty. We went down this path where some of these children's nursery rhymes are really dark. Like Ring Around the Rosies was about the plague. Pocket Full of Posies. They put posies in their pockets to cover the stench of dying from having the plague.
How do we even
Ashes,
get those
ashes,
in
we
our
all fall down. They
lives?
burn the
And
bodies.
listen, this just goes to prove that even in disaster, children will still find a way to find like that little like innocent place.
Trying to protect them.
Yeah, to protect their mind, their psyche from it, because the little kids probably back then were so surrounded in chaos and sickness that they're like ring around the road.
That dates back. The song dates back to 1665.
It's like those grim.
The Brothers
Grimm's
Grimm.
fairy tales.
Well,
Grimm's
before
fairy tales.
most
Those
people,
were really dark.
most people just know like the Disney-fied versions of
There's
these
a TV
stories.
show that did that, didn't
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was on NBC. It's called Grimm.
Grimm.
G-R-I-M-M.
But most of those fairy tales are really dark.
Well, we brought up the Muffin Man, and I said, I don't want to know. But I said, okay, well, what is the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man is a
lives on
story
Drury
from
Lane.
between 1589 and 1598. Frederick Thomas Linwood was known as the infamous Muffin Man. He lived on Drury Lane, and he killed as many as 15 children by luring them into dark alleys with a muffin tied on a string.
Whoa.
Oh my God, that is messed up.
That is so
And we're singing
dark.
about this?
Or the muffin was so old he could.
Well, it's like
stale. He could hit
it's
you
the,
with
it's
it.
the equivalent now of somebody being called like the puppy guy, like at a park. If someone's, can you help me find my puppy? And he would lure kids, because little kids, as much as we teach them, do not go with strangers. Do not- if a dog comes into
So you're
play,
saying the
they
Muffin
forget
Man?
all their rules. They're like, oh my God, look at the puppy.
The
Look
Muffin
at the
Man's a
puppy.
child predator?
That's so scary. I mean, he was a killer. He was a killer.
Dear God.
He's a killer. Okay, so the Red Rover story, for those that want to relive their childhood, recess days.
Do you guys
I
know
need
what
to set
Red
the
Rover?
scene.
Ahmad, Sam, did you guys ever play Red Rover?
Yes.
Okay,
And I
you did.
hated it.
How do you play that game?
Ahmad, did you ever play
You
it?
played it too.
Yes, I think my friend broke his arm playing that.
Oh, because you can.
Yeah,
Especially
you
if I'm
definitely
playing.
can.
How do you play
So,
Red Rover?
Red Rover is you get two groups of kids. They're going to make a human chain. They're all going to hold hands real tight. And you swing your arms. You say, Red Rover, Red Rover. And then you call out somebody from the other team to come towards you. Like if we had like Team Roula, Team Ryan, then the Roula team would say, Red Rover, let Ryan come over. And we picked you because we don't think you can break the chain.
So my goal is to break your chain.
And if you break the
break
chain,
through.
then we get you. If you don't break our chain, they get one.
They can take one person back with them to their
Oh,
team.
okay.
So you go back and forth.
Because
So there's,
the
like,
ultimate
one-
goal
So
is
then
you
it's-
want to be the one that has the most people.
Yes.
Okay, so
Sounds like you could really get hurt.
Yes.
well, like Ahmad
absolutely.
just said, his friend almost got their arm
I'm
broken.
surprised
So
nobody got hurt in my school now when I think about playing this.
yeah,
Especially because the people will grab on. Even if you let go, they're still like grabbing
they're
onto
trying to
you.
hold on tight. So when I was a child, I was
Rip your
not
like,
small.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a school that it was girls and boys separated, right? So the boys had their classroom and the girls had their classroom. So, we had girls' recess and boys' recess. And so it was all these girls. It was just all these girls. And we all just knew each other. And, we make our different groups and we'd play Red Rover. And I was not a small child. I was, as my mother put it, if you had a shish kebab, I was the meat and most girls were the stick. Like that's just the size difference in me and the other like second graders and third graders.
You're probably taller.
And I was tall and I was chubby and I had glasses and like the whole comedy bit. I mean, that was my actual life. So, I'm so excited to play Red Rover. Like, yeah. Woo! And they would never pick me.
She never got her name picked because
They
they're
would
like,
never pick Roula to
Nobody
come over.
wanted you to come
They're
over?
like this.
Why would they want me
No.
to like bowling pins? I'm the bowling ball. Like I would take these girls down like, where's your bowling sound effect, Ryan? Help me out here. Jeez. I'm like,
mean.
Red Rover, let Roula come over. They're never going to ask for that. Here I come.
so you're by yourself the whole game.
Nobody
I would
picked you to come
always
over.
hope so much they would pick me.
Aw.
And also
We should
because
do
our
that in the air. We
courtyard,
should go into Studio 104. We'll all play
Play
Red
Red Rover?
just so I can run through.
And Ahmad and Sam can hold their hands.
Sam's already scared. Look at her face.
I'm not doing that.
She's like, I don't want Roula to come over.
Oh, man, see, I know.
would
Bruce-
drop.
Bruce
I
having
would drop.
flashbacks from childhood. Thanks, Sam.
Oh, Sam,
Sorry.
I've been working out.
Yeah, I don't want to
Sam.
break my arm.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta drop it.
Wow, you guys are really.
Sorry,
you guys are
Roula.
You gotta drop your hand. It would
guys
be
are
for
proving the theory.
anybody. It would be for anybody, not
okay.
just
Is that-
you.
is that right? Is that
Yes,
right? Oh, okay.
everyone.
So
I
even
would
Kevin,
drop.
Like you
Even Kevin.
Yes.
My bones.
Kevin, I would try and probably clothesline though. I'd probably move my arm up.
Adam's apple. Getting down.
But that's a very injury-ridden game.
Yeah,
you know,
there's
there's
a
a lot.
lot that his friend's arm almost broke.
Yeah, it comes out of the socket.
Yeah,
was
I
the
don't
other
think they
one?
allow you
Oh,
to play
God, that
anymore.
sounds awful.
Heads up 7 Up. The kids would like hit your thumb really hard.
Yeah, or like flick it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you kind of you peek and you kind of look for their shoes.
Yes, absolutely. The shoes were always the giveaway.
Because you got to put your head like this.
I don't remember people being aggressive with the thumb.
Oh, yes.
Some jerks.
Really?
It was
Oh,
always
yeah.
the boys.
We were too like
Yeah,
it was,
third grade boys.
They like
Oh, see, that's why we didn't have boys. We just had girls in my class.
Did you guys
That's
play,
the
uh,
gentle version of?
Did you play dodgeball in school?
absolutely.
I played
Oh,
kickball.
scooter dodgeball was even better.
We had the
What
one
is
where
that?
they had the circle, and you had to go inside the circle, and you get pegged by the dodgeball.
Wait, what's scooter dodgeball?
So you have these little square scooters that only fit on children's butts.
Okay.
And you would get your.
Mine probably wouldn't fit, Kevin. That's why
We put one on each cheek, baby. Okay. Yeah. And then you get the smaller dodgeballs that you can fit in the palm of
Oh,
your
yeah,
hand.
those are brutal.
Yeah, because you got big ones you can't fit in a little kid hand. So you got these small ones, and you scoot around. You always got to go backwards because you can't scoot forward. So you got to turn around and scoot backwards. Now here's the problem: you got to either stop yourself or turn. You put your hand down. What happens next?
You get run over.
Bloop.
Run it over.
So many kids lost a finger in that dang game, and an eye.
Did you ever take the jump ropes? Our kids would pull us on those scooters.
You could do a big old.
And then they would slide.
Oh yeah, I do remember
Catapult.
that.
The PE teacher didn't care. He's like, whatever. He's just hoping his
man.
junk doesn't fall out.
Yes.
Those shorts.
Yes. Oh man,
You're lucky, Roula. You never had to suffer the embarrassment when we went into 5th grade. That's when we had to start taking showers in PE.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I've had plenty of
there would
embarrassment in other ways because I was a girl.
Yeah, but I mean, your
100%,
body
yeah.
is in a state of massive change at that
They did
age.
jockstrap checks.
Honey, I had stretch marks in the 4th grade on my thighs, and Cynthia Cheng asked me, "What is that? What's wrong with you?" And I said, "What?" And she goes, "Why? What is that? I don't have that on my legs." I go, "I don't know what that is either." Stretch marks, red ones. You know why that happens? Because you're growing so fast
Oh, man.
that they turn red when your skin rips. And I was traumatized for life. Every time I think stretch marks, I cry a tear of pain from
So
Cynthia
did you
Cheng's
not
question.
did you not go to class anymore, or did you try and
Oh
get
my
out
God,
of it?
PE was out of the question.
You just tried to
because
cover
the
'em.
outfit was like short shorts.
There's always short shorts.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, they were horrible short shorts. They were
Not
like hot
comfortable.
pants. And I was like, I can't. I'm
The little like
sick.
Sophie
I'm
shorts. That's
sick.
what we would
I think
wear.
how dangerous it was too. They let us climb that rope all the way to the roof of the gymnasium. It's like 2 stories high. We climb up there.
We
and-
never got that. We never had a rope.
Oh yeah, we did. It
I
was
think
fun.
now that's too much liability, right? Can you imagine how many kids
Probably.
fall and like,
Yeah, you
hit
could
their
jump
head?
off the top of that thing. You're jumping like 2 stories.
Yeah. And Cynthia Cheng wasn't mean about her question. She was clearly like also confused. Why does the girl that's supposed to be my size have these red lines
That's
on
okay.
her legs?
I told you that story last week. The kid asked me in freshman, he's like, "How come you have no hair in your legs?"
It's so weird. The
I said,
dumb questions
late
kids
puberty.
ask.
And I'm like,
Because nobody
You were late for
understands.
"Why are you
puberty?
staring at my legs, dude?"
What was your answer? Because usually kids aren't that fast to say, "Why are you staring at my legs?" What was your real answer? Did you actually say that to him?
I don't know.
Why, you have some?
And then
It's
you
fine
just
like
feel
this.
bad about yourself and you don't know why. You just know you do.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
so
they
terrible.
pointed out, and you're like, I didn't know that was an issue.
I haven't dropped yet. I don't know.
Somebody dropped. Somebody said, "I love hearing about Roula's childhood traumas."
Now people are telling Cynthia she can eat it.
No, she was
Yeah,
actually
do not
very
find
nice.
this girl on
No, no.
social media and
actually, I'm curious to
terrorize
know what
her.
happened to her because me and Cynthia Cheng were kind of like a little 2 peas in a pod because my last name was Christy and her name was Cheng and we were always together in the
top
in
letters.
the whatchamacallit, the roll call. So it was Cheng and Christy all the time. And so, so Cynthia Cheng had to sit next to me and be like, "What's wrong with your legs?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Wait, you still remember that?
It's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
Here's something I bet you didn't think about. So today's Leap Day. You know what that means for most Americans? That it's an unpaid day of work because researchers found that workers who are not paid on an hourly basis end up putting in an extra 6.5 hours at the office with no extra pay because of leap year's 366 day.
How much we love our listeners. We're working for free.
We're working for free today.
Well, so are they because they're listening. Because they're going to work. Because
That's
they're also
true.
working
But
for
if
free.
they're paid hourly, they're getting more money.
true.
Is there like a bar somewhere that's giving out like 2 ounces of beer, say "Good on you" for going to work today? Give me
Good
like
on
2
ya.
ounces of free beer.
2 ounces. I want at least
Well, because they can't do a whole beer because then there's liabilities if you didn't pay for it. You know what I mean?
that
Free
sucks.
alcohol.
Everything in
nickel.
life is
They
a
gotta give like a little
liability.
bit.
29 cents. There you go.
Except the nail salon. What's up with the drunkies at the nail salon? Have you seen
Drunkies?
this, Sam?
Well, they
A
serve
lot of
you-
ladies
don't they
are
serve you, like-
heavy-handed with that red and white Zinfandel?
They serve you wine while you
it's
get
white
your nails
Zinfandel, but
done?
it's actually
Yeah,
red.
you can get
Is
one.
it free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wine?
Because
Yeah.
they can have it. They
But
don't have to have
normally-
a license as long as it's
Can I
free.
just get one finger done?
They have
and
to
just
ask. You have to ask for it. I
Yeah,
feel like
Eric,
they're
you
not
can't
like
get free
they're not
wine by
pouring
doing
it.
one fingernail.
Well, there's a lot of places.
I'll
Even
try.
one right here on the corner, not too
Yeah.
far from the radio station.
Yeah.
When you sit down, they ask you what kind of pedicure or manicure do you want. You say,
Right.
I just want the quickest one, whatever I can get out of here. They go, do you want something to drink? And they have this piece of paper, and it says like Cook's champagne, some white Zinfandel, some kind of Lambrusco,
bottom level.
whatever Lambrusco is. I don't know what Lambrusco is.
Lambrusco.
Lambrusco.
Isn't that fizzy?
Something. And they have it. They're at the nail salon. There's always these ladies who are like, whoo.
Let's go.
And I'm like, I just cannot.
We got to do this. I never knew this.
Oh, yeah. They just,
I mean, I'm thinking
We
Rayon
need to make a list of free things we can
Reuniti
get.
on ice is
Like
nice.
We go to Costco. We get free food at Costco.
The samples.
Samples. Then we go there and get drinks.
Get your hands
What else
done.
can
Get
we
some
do?
free alcohol.
Yeah.
So you're wanting a girl's day out.
Yeah, I want freebie.
I need to
day.
get my nails did.
Freebie
Let's
Friday.
do it, Eric.
I do need my nails done.
Yeah.
Have you done your feet ever?
No,
You've never done a pedicure.
You should. All people should.
It's
kick
really,
in the face.
I've done it. It's like, all that running and
Didn't
everything.
really
You
get
get
a
those
toe
calluses.
No, I got a finger infection.
Oh, yeah.
I had to have surgery.
She had a corn dog finger, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
that's
when
what
they
it was.
wrapped it looked like a corn dog. It was when we met Cardi B at the rodeo. When was
yeah.
Cardi
Wow,
B
the
here? 3 years
anniversary.
ago? It's
No.
the anniversary of that.
It was before COVID.
Oh, yeah. It's
Oh,
the
yeah,
last
that
story
was
before
years ago.
COVID
Like
when I had a
5
corn
years.
dog finger. And if we have the picture of the station with Cardi B, you see my corn dog finger. I had it that
Should've
day.
deep-fried it.
Surgery was that day. Anyway, okay, coming up next. Did you miss what happened on Roula and Ryan's Roses
dog
today?
finger.
It was the patch-in, where basically we had a woman calling us, being very suspicious of her
Christy.
fiance, and her brother, his brother, Alvin, wanted to call his own brother Mark. So Christy, Alvin, and Mark, the patch-up. You're going to hear it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.